What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring, your number one stop for all things theme park related. Yep, only audio for this video. Sorry about that, guys, but I want to show you the most of this drone flyover number 2 by Santa Clarita Drone. And I want to clear some stuff up real quick before we dive into it. I mean, we have tons of construction to go over between Super Nintendo World, between HHN, and even a new scene added to Jurassic World. We're going to talk about all this in this video, but first, let's cover some important stuff that I need to go over. As you guys know, I always keep you updated on social media first, and I posted the picture of Halloween Hornets construction going on in the Waterworld location, and someone posted that I shouldn't be posting that, and it's wrong and a federal crime to fly a drone over Universal Studios Hollywood. And to that I say I've done all my research and looked into everything, and as of this current moment, the things that I have found is you're not allowed to fly a drone within a certain amount of feet over these theme parks when there are guests at the property. So when there are guests at the property, you cannot fly a drone at all, which makes sense, and it's smart. That'd be trespassing, and especially with like construction going on. Like if someone were to fly a drone over Jurassic World when it was getting constructed, that'd be a huge no-no. One place in specific that has publicly made it a fact that you cannot fly a drone at is Disneyland and Disney World. You cannot fly a drone, and they have made it public there. They have not made it public at Universal or any of the other theme parks, as there are many drones out there on YouTube during this quarantine thing. However, I would recommend getting permission. I don't recommend actually flying a drone over Universal at all. I don't think it's all that, right? I'm just covering because this is what we do here on SoCal Exploring. But if you were interested in flying a drone, I'd contact Universal themselves and ask them for permission, authorize permission. And this account right here, Santa Clarita Drone, they have done tons of drone videos for Six Flags, and they've done one before this for Universal Studios Hollywood. I think the big reason the parks are allowing it right now is because nobody is inside the park, so it's not endangering the guests, and it's also not endangering the nighttime show. As you know, they use drones in the nighttime Hogwarts show as well, so they wouldn't want these different drones interfering with that when the theme parks are open. So I think this is the only time that the theme parks are allowing for drones, but under their authorization. I just wanted to touch up a little bit on that. You know, guys, I'm getting a lot more negative comments as of recently, and negative backlash in a couple of these videos due to COVID or due to whatever it may be, but I'm going to cover everything going on at the parks. That's just what I do. I strive to bring coverage for all of you guys, and if the comments get too negative or if I think that they get too personal, I'm going to respond to them. I don't respond to a lot of hate comments because they're just, a bunch of them are stupid, and that's 80% of them are stupid. Other ones, they're, you know, actually really good advice for like feedback on the video or whatever it is. So it's not really hate, it's more constructive criticism. But with a lot of these, I'm going to start responding if they just get too far. But I mean, enough of that talk, enough of the negativity. There's too much of that going on in the world, and I see it coming from other theme park accounts as well. So let's all just bring positivity. If you guys are new here, subscribe with those bell notifications on. Follow us on social media at SoCal Explorer Media on Instagram and at SoCal Explored on Twitter. Check out our merch shop because we just dropped some new designs on there that you can purchase now. I really like these two designs. One was actually created by Savannah, and she's really proud of it. So go check out that merch shop, teespring.com/store/keep exploring, or click the link in the description. We're first starting off in the lower lot, where we can see Super Nintendo World being worked on. Now, this land has not been confirmed by Universal Studios Hollywood yet. However, it was announced that we would be getting a Super Nintendo World version over here in Hollywood before Orlando. So I best believe that this is that giant rumored Mario Kart show building. And to the left of it, there's talks about getting an expansion to Super Nintendo World. Now, all these brown, like kind of steel parts are gonna be those mountains that you see in Tokyo already being constructed. And actually, looking at it from this view, it looks really, really neat. It looks actually not that small as a lot of us thought. It is going to be on the smaller side, but it does look fairly big. The Mario Kart building, it definitely takes up the majority of the construction though. Moving on over to the Mummy location for Halloween Horror Nights. Nothing to be seen here yet, and I know a lot of you guys are concerned, saying like, why hasn't Mummy construction started quite yet? I think it's solely because a lot of the tent companies are closed right now, and as you guys know, Universal uses tents to cover their mazes, except for 2 locations, which is the one that's actually already in construction, Waterworld, and their soundstage location. So all the tent companies are most likely closed right now due to COVID, so I'm assuming they want to start on the ones that don't require tents at this current moment, and that's probably why the Mummy construction is not being taken place. Soon we'll probably see 2x4s to kind of lay out the maze, and Halloween Horror Nights is still at a 50-50 chance of happening, but who knows? We'll just have to wait and see what the future holds for Halloween Horror Nights this year, at least at Hollywood. Alright, this is a big thing right here. It's really interesting, and there's really split opinions on it because, I don't know, okay, here's the thing, right? Universal has changed the Predator Cove location in Jurassic World, the ride. You can see it clear as day in these shots, and you can see clear as day there's now a gyrosphere there from the Jurassic World films, which is cool and all. They changed a couple more details around it, and there's something right next to it. A lot of people are speculating that it's another raptor animatronic. I don't know if it's going to be that. If it is that, cool for Universal. That'd be a really cool and unique feature, I guess. But here's the thing, right? I publicly came out and said I don't like this at all. Universal is trying to go with the more kid-friendly side of things, and I think that we already have plenty of that, at least at this park. I wish that, because it was gory before. If you guys have rode the ride before they updated Predator Cove, it was a lot more gory. It looked a lot more cool, and it built up that more suspense to the finale scene of you being scared and terrified. And now they're trying to make it more kid friendly, which I mean I don't understand. I think it should still be scary, and it should still have scary aspects to Universal Studios Hollywood and their attractions. And I know, like I said, a lot of people are 50-50 on this, but let me just tell you guys this, for those horror fans: if you want a Universal Monsters Land to come to Hollywood, like it is most likely coming at Epic Universe over in Orlando, then how do you think Universal is going to bring a Universal Monsters Land to Hollywood when they can't even keep this goriness, kind of blood splattered everywhere in Predator Cove, in Jurassic World? That's one of the things that I'm looking at, is like, if they're going to pull out something gory like this and try to make it more family friendly, would they be willing to do a Universal Monsters Land? You guys got to look at it from that side of view too. Moving on, we see other things like the Secret Life of Pets show building, which is extremely huge. It's so cool to see, but so sad to see as well, because I mean, we can't experience it. We're literally, the day that Universal announced that it was closing, we were going to get to experience the Secret Life of Pets ride. We also see the brand new renovated restaurant down there in Super Silly Funland area. That's going to be really neat to dine and have some fun there when the parks eventually open back up. No construction in Persian Courtyard yet for Halloween Horror Nights. It's not done quite yet, or it's not started quite yet, which typically, if that location is coming back, because I've heard rumors that it's not coming back, then it will usually start construction, maybe like the 4th maze to start construction, somewhere around there. You can also see The Walking Dead they're still in the process of removing that entranceway. Nothing much that we can see from the outside though, other than the entranceway slowly starting to be taken down, because it's all in the inside. And we're going to slowly move over here to Waterworld, which is the big topic of this video. I know it's the one that you guys have been waiting for, but now we have a much more clear shot of the Halloween Horror Nights construction going on in Waterworld, because beforehand, the first video, you could see construction, but you couldn't see a clear shot right there. That is a perfect view of the construction here for Waterworld. Now, this is a really great picture. I'm really excited to see this. This, hands down, is definitely Halloween Horror Nights construction. Now, keep in mind, we could be wrong, but there's no other thing that goes on here during any time of the season to be constructed in the Waterworld Q location. It's interesting to see the maze layout, a maze layout that I've never seen before out of all my Halloween Horror Nights history. Like I said, again, it's so crazy to see how small it is, and you can see the facade a little bit more. My previous speculation was that it's going to be Candyman, and I still think I'm standing by that, just with the whole mouth scene and the one window on the side. You can put another window on the side as well. It looks like a very simple facade, so who knows, it may be Candyman. I'm hoping it is, but don't get your hopes up on it being Candyman. That's just my wild speculation right now, but this is the great news that they're still continuing work on Halloween Horror Nights to prep construction. It's happening over there in Orlando. There's tons of construction going on, and it looks to be that there's happening over here in Hollywood as well. We also do get a shot of the back lot and the tram garage, where we can see there's not a lot of construction going on at all, really. There's nothing that we can see for Horror Nights. Right now for Horror Nights, it's solely just the Waterworld location that is being constructed. And man, I can't wait to get out to the park. I mean, I miss this park so much. I love Universal Studios Hollywood. It is one of my favorite theme parks of all time, and I cannot wait to get back out there, ride Secret Life of Pets, check out HHN construction firsthand instead of watching a video, and just have fun there with friends and film for you guys and film all the coverage there, and of course the new normal that we're gonna have to experience over at Universal Studios Hollywood. Hey, that does it for this video. If you guys are new here, subscribe with those bell notifications on. Let me know down in the comments section what you guys think about all the fun stuff going on at Universal Studios Hollywood. Once again, big thank you to Santa Clarita Drone for filming this video, and I highly recommend you guys look way deep into the laws and everything before even thinking about flying a drone over one of these theme parks, because you don't want to get yourself in trouble, and I'm not encouraging you guys to get yourself in trouble either. But big shout out to Santa Clarita Drone. The link to their channel will be down in the description. If you're new here, subscribe. Like I said, my name is Scott. Check us out on social media. I'll link down in the description, as well as our merch shop. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.